Hello again, all of my beautiful Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign friends. I am High Priestess LaChon Devi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is part 2 of your June 2018 love and romance reading. So again, as always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who have thumbs up and liked my videos. Thank you to all of those who have commented and shared my videos. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all so much. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can check under the readings page, and on that page you will find a list of all the readings that I currently offer, as well as links below each description to book your reading right from that page. Also, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, or a friend with an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the Instant Go app, and I will respond within 24 hours. So you can text me, call me, or we can do a video chat there. And the link for that is www.instantgo.com/PowerLifeHypnosis. You can also download the free Instant Go app and type in Power Life Hypnosis, all one word, in the search box. So also, if you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, including details such as when and where you will meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize him or her, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with your future partner and the ideal relationship of your dreams, you can book a future partner reading with me right now through the description box below. So please check that out. You can also book an extended future partner reading with me now, as well as a 10, 20, or 30-minute reading. Again, straight through the description box, so go ahead and check that out. So again, these are general readings, Pisces, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do not, please check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may, or you can check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to get a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of June 2018. So as I mentioned before, Pisces, this is the second part to your reading. So the first part contains the predictions regarding what you may face during the month of June. So if you have not seen that reading, I do highly recommend that you go and check that out first in order to, see the background of what we will be discussing in this reading. Yes, this is a standalone reading. However, again, I do recommend going ahead and checking out that reading first in order to see the predictions of what you may experience, and then you can go ahead and come back to this reading, or you can check out this reading afterward if that is what you choose to do. The link for the predictions reading will be in the description box below. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started regarding your guidance here. So for the month of June, again, regarding the theme here, we did have, again, romantic feelings, if you guys remember that. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Chemistry, so there's romantic feelings that are worth exploring regarding your chemistry with another person, for example. And then we have here this deception card. So remember, we have that for the theme. So let's go ahead and get into the guidance that I have for you regarding, all the things that you may be experiencing, again, with these, this separation or this decision, how to move around this mountain card. So first, I'm going to go into my crystal angel cards, I believe, and my wisdom of the oracle guidance. I'll have your empowerment message and your postcard from spirit, and that'll wrap up your reading. So the first card that I have here is Lapis Lazuli. So this says life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. So it looks like many of you during the month of June will be experiencing some kind of life-changing epiphany or experience. So again, we did have a card here of a surprise event. So it could be that surprise event that affects these unresolved issues that we were speaking of. I'm feeling like that will be a theme for some of you. So remember, we had these hidden feelings regarding this karmic partnership and the surprise events regarding some unresolved issues, which may bring about these karmic lessons. So some of you, again, may have a life-changing epiphany. So these karmic lessons that you may be experiencing during the month of June, again, may be this life-changing epiphany or this life-changing experience. This connection and the circumstance that you have with this person that, again, goes from some ghosting and isolation, some unrequited love, to then success during the very end of June regarding this true love, could be that experience. But it looks like there is a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. So God, universe, spirit, whoever your higher power is leading you. Again, we have that card here. This is saying the same thing as this victory card. This victory card was saying divinely guided steps take you towards a successful outcome. So this lapis card is also saying that it's a time of big and blessed change for you now, in God, universe, spirit, your higher power, these, the divine, are supporting you each step of the way and moving you forward in the best way possible to engender the best outcome for you regarding your romantic relationships. So that is very great. So we also have here, the card of Ruby. Ruby, which is my birthstone, this wonderful red stone here. So we have this, this one's not very red, but this is a genuine ruby here. So we have Ruby. And Ruby is so lapis is a card. No, sorry, not a card, but it's also a stone of communication. So communication could be a theme. You could be also speaking. So this is a blue stone. So this is dealing with the throat chakra and speaking up. Sharing how you feel. Communicating. So, and then I just noticed here this sword on this card. To me, for some reason, what I saw is the Ace of Swords in the traditional tarot deck, which in the Red or White deck is speaking of cutting through illusions, for example, cutting through issues, cutting through what is not known. This is cutting through things. So that may be a thing for you as well. There may be some communication that occurs. You may be cutting through these secrets. You may be cutting through the past issues, the past hurts, the past challenges, the ghosting, the isolation. You may be, again, we do have this card here. We did have this card here of some conversations, but the conversations may have happened in the past, but there could be, something that occurs during the month of June as well regarding this communication or sharing, so I do have that card. So again, we have this Ruby card, and this card says, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So some of you are being called to, again, this could be reaching out to this third party, this karmic partner, this past love. This could be a person who you are dealing with during the month of June, but this can also be saying reach out for emotional and spiritual support, for example, from a friend, from a trusted individual who has a more objective perspective regarding this romantic connection or regarding your love life, so they can provide you with true, again, objective guidance rather than subjective guidance. For example, when you go to a best friend, or when you go to it depends, because some best friends can provide objective guidance, but for example, say you go to a parent or somebody who's very emotionally involved in your well-being, and you go to this person, and this person may come from their own backgrounds. Maybe they don't want to see you hurt, or maybe they don't want to see something, or see a particular outcome, no matter what it is, and they may say something in order to guide you in the direction that they want you to go in. So this could be speaking out to, again, an objective party that can look at the situation for what it is without that strong subjective emotional attachment, and provide you with some useful guidance. Reach out to others. Rather, seek spiritual support, seek emotional support. For some of you, this can even be speaking to a professional. If you would like to seek guidance from me regarding your romantic situation, please book a reading with me. You can book a 10, 20, or 30-minute reading with me through the description box below, again, or you can check out my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, and read a list of my readings, and I'll be happy to provide you with an objective perspective and, the guidance that my guides have for you and what they see for you coming up. So anyway, I also have here, so we have here again, a life-changing epiphany or experience coming during the month of June. Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Any challenges, any upset feelings, any, sadness that you may be, any hurt feelings that you may be experiencing, challenges, regarding your emotional welfare, emotional well-being. Again, it could be a good idea to reach out to somebody. You don't have to be alone, and chances are, I'm hearing for some of you that, for many of you, once you reach out to a particular individual, you will find that, other people have had similar experiences to you. And again, you are not alone, so there are others who have shared your experience and also may provide you with some useful guidance. So I also have here citrine, which is this little stone here. I love this stone, citrine. Citrine is also a money stone. So if any of you are looking to increase your, your abundance, you can get a citrine, a small stone. I would get one that's smaller than this one. And, you can put it in your wallet, for example. You can put it in your purse, or maybe not. I had a situation where my best friend at the time, she said, oh yeah, I know you had a citrine in your purse. I was like, how did you know? She was like, because it fell out at the club. So because she was borrowing my purse. So for some of you, maybe it's not a good idea to have it at in your purse, because it can fall out in weird ways or weird places, but you can keep it for example, in your wallet. And then we have here, so this citrine card, which is, this says unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solution. So again, it's the same, reach out. So some of you, this is calling for you to reach out to your higher power, because reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal them in your heart. Then it says, release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So we're speaking of healing, solutions, and mending, right? And support. So for some of you, again, there's going to be a life-changing epiphany, a life-changing experience, and this may lead you to, or this is calling you to, or you're encouraged to reach out to others. It could be reach out to your unseen friends, reach out to your guides, reach out to your higher power in order to release any unnecessary worries. This could be dealing with the karmic lessons that you are dealing with during the month of June. But again, you're being encouraged to let go and let God, release any unnecessary worries. If you're having any fears, again, we have this, remember we had this mice card here, and this is a card of fears, worries, anxieties. So whatever you are experiencing with this situation that gnaws at your heart, with whatever you are experiencing with this mice energy or with these worries, give it up to God, give it up to your higher power for transmutation. Know that holding on to these worries and holding on to these fears or holding on to this discomfort will not serve you in any way. Being anxious or holding on to worries, it rarely ever serves us. The only time an anxiety really works in our benefit is, for example, if it encourages us to give our best performance. For example, if we're going up on stage, or if there's some like anxiety could benefit us in some ways, when it causes us to step up our game. But when it comes to romantic relationships, and when it comes to not even romantic relationships, but just relating to others in general, worries and fears are, they are not really something that serves us, not really something that works to our benefit, because even holding on to these worries and fears doesn't really change the situation. It's better to find a solution, or to just give the fears, the worries up to our higher powers for transmutation, as opposed to holding on to them, because that only drags us down. And the only thing that really brings two people together, or not the only thing that brings two people together, that's not true, but when it comes to romantic relationships, it's about relating. It's about unconditional love, unconditional respect, and consideration for the other person. So that's what I have here regarding these three cards. So again, we have lapis, ruby, and citrine. So release any worries. Again, it's like unconditional love and happiness. And when you love somebody unconditionally, you don't really worry about what is going on in that connection, because no matter what, you care for that person. So again, let go of any worries, any fears that you may have regarding this partnership, and get ready for that unexpected event, that life-changing event that will be presenting itself to you. Okay, so let's go into your wisdom of the oracle guidance now. So on the bottom of the deck here, I have number 1 in the reverse, yang. I have number 45, time to go. I have number 43, knowing, deep knowing rather. Whoops. And then I have here number 49 in the reverse, and this is the observer card. So taking these 4 cards together, this number 1 in the reverse card is speaking of, it's more of a warning card, and it's warning against being too impulsive or being overconfident. You know, this Yang card, when it's in the upright, it speaks of manifestation energy, the energy that moves us forward towards our goals, you know, action. But in the reverse, it's kind of warning you against too much action. So it's warning you against, for example, being hasty in your decisions. This is saying to practice, for example, temperance, practice patience, practice careful consideration before making any major decisions in your love life during the month of June. So again, you know, some of you could be making some major decisions. So this is saying to practice, you know, careful consideration, you know, before moving forward. This is warning against, again, impulsive actions, because it could be that, for example, say you put all this energy and effort into something, and then you may realize that that is not something that you actually want. For example, you know, you could put all this effort and work into a relationship, or in order to secure a connection with somebody, and then when you become involved with this person, you may realize that, ooh, this person isn't really what I wanted in the first place. This isn't the type of person that I wanted to be with. Maybe they presented themselves as one way initially, and then as I got to know them, they were not that other way, for example. So again, this is speaking about, this is warning about being too impulsive, you know, being overconfident, moving forward too quickly, too aggressively as well. Again, practice patience, careful consideration, temperance regarding whatever it is that you are pursuing in your love life during the month of June. And then I have her also number 45, time to go, and this card came up in the upright. So this is speaking of an ending occurring with this number 45 card, and this time to go card speaks of, you know, the need to move forward, the need to move on in some way in your love life. So maybe moving on from a particular individual, maybe moving on from this deceptive energy, and maybe, you know, depending on how this works out, you know, for example, say somebody comes to you and is, you know, genuinely sorry and shows you that they are, and they step up and all those things. It could be time to leave behind the negative feelings from the past, you know, or the resentment, for example. But for many of you, I'm feeling as though that, you know, it may be saying that it is time to walk away from a certain relationship, walk away from a certain situation, because the interesting thing is, it's like when you know, it's like, or actually rather, there's nothing that is romantic, there's nothing that's, you know, fun, there's nothing that is attractive about chasing after what you know, what flees from us. But, you know, there could be, for example, an ending to a soul contract. So for some of you, it could be that there are no more karmic lessons for you to learn in your relationship with a particular individual, and that once there are no more karmic lessons to be learned, you know, it's time to end the soul contract. You know, there's soulmates that come into our lives, or karmic partners. You know, karmic partners are soulmates as well, but there's soulmates that can come into our lives, and, you know, it doesn't always necessarily have to be for the long term. For sometimes it can be for a period of time, excuse me. And then once, you know, that period of time is done, once the lessons have been learned, there are no more lessons to learn. The soul contract ends, and we move forward in our life with the lessons that we learn. So for some of you, it could be time to move forward. It may be time for you to leave a situation, maybe take the lessons that you learned, you know, the karmic lessons, and continue to move forward into happy, healthier connections with others. You know, don't fear the unknown. Some of you may be experiencing a fear of the unknown when it comes to moving forward, because, you know, it could be that, you know, I don't know what's on the other side of this. Will I have a happy relationship? Will I have a healthy relationship? Or however this resonates with you, you know, and this is encouraging you to release any fears of the unknown. Know that God, universe, spirit, your higher power is working things out in your benefit. They're co-conspiring for your highest good. So just allow that to take place. Move forward knowing that you are protected, and you are, again, being divinely guided for the best outcome. So I have here number 43, deep knowing. And this card speaks of course, having a deep knowing that things are going to work out, having a deep knowing about what decision to make, having a deep knowing as to what to do. You know what actions to take, you know what to think, you know how to interpret the situation. 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is speaking of going within, calling on your spirituality. This is reflection. So you may be spending time in reflection, or during the month of June, it could be a good idea to spend some time in reflection in order to connect with your deeper knowing, your higher knowing, as to how to move forward, what actions to make regarding this situation, how to attain and achieve the best outcome. Your intuition knows, your higher knowing knows, your higher self knows the answers. So it could be a good idea for some of you to spend some time in solitude, spend some time in quiet where you won't be disturbed, in order to listen. I just saw 2022 on the clock. So, making a decision, bringing balance, choices in your love life, leading to, there's some very big divine, decisions and choices, which we kept getting here with this look. And then this is card number 22. Well, I just saw 2043 on the clock and looked down and just saw this 43 card. So it looks like that is going to be a theme as well. There could be some stability coming to you as you move forward, as well as you progress in your love life. So again, call on, acknowledge, listen to, trust your intuition, trust your gut. It's like things don't have to be hidden from you. Things are not hidden from you. You know what to do. You have the wisdom, there's there are these moons on here, which moons can be, mysteries and intuition. There's no mystery to you. Use your intuition. You know what to do, and just like we have this wise out here, you are wise. You have the inner wisdom in order to make the right decision. So follow that. And then we have here number 49, observer in the reverse. And this card here can be speaking of, again, stability and security coming to your love life. Or you may be feeling as though you've had difficulties attaining the stability and security, but this is an option for you during the month of June, attaining this. And this observer card, just like how we were speaking before, this says, sometimes we can be so wrapped up in our own patterns, we can be so wrapped up in our own programming from the past. For example, parents or guardians, or even people that may have made us feel like we're unlovable or unworthy, or can't enter a happy, healthy relationship or anything like that. And it's like we can have this programming, we can have these past thoughts, and that is how we interpret our relationships and interpret our situation. So it could be, for example, somebody chooses to do an action, and because we have this programming, we may interpret that neutral action. For example, say it was a neutral action, we may interpret that neutral action in a way, that comes out of our programming, thinking that we're unlovable or we're unworthy or something like that. So this is saying to broaden, open up your perspective, broaden your perspective. 2244 on the clock. So decisions, balance, bringing a lot of stability and security could be through this balance, can be coming through, or could be a result of angelic healing as well, coming to your love life. So again, this is saying to take a broader view, take a broader perspective to whatever is going on in your love life. Don't just see through our own, your own perspective, your own vantage point from past programming. Look at the situation for what it is. It could be a good idea to also talk to another individual. So as I was saying before, if you would like to reach out to me for guidance, you can book a reading in the description box below. However, this is saying to, reach out to somebody who may have a wider perspective. Open your perspective. Look at, for example, the other party's perspective as well, if you want to heal whatever challenging energy you have regarding this situation. But this is saying to, again, sometimes we may not be able to see things fully for what they are, because we may be very emotional, or we may not have the ability to open our minds up just yet. But this is saying to go ahead and do that. Take a look at the entire situation, all the circumstances, open your mind and take a look, for example, from the other person's perspective, or from a objective party's perspective, not from our own subjective emotional perspective. Okay, so your empowerment messages that I have here the card of power, the card of nature, and pilgrimage. So Pisces, power, nature, and pilgrimage. So this power card says, call upon the elements, focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. So you have the power. You know, again, this is warning you against being impulsive, you know, overly aggressive, overly confident. But this is saying that you do have the manifestation energy in you in order to bring about the best circumstances. You have the power. So call upon the elements. And also for some of you, it could be a good idea to, for example, spend some time in water, because we are water signs. You know, so for some of you, it could be a good idea to spend some time in water, to go to the beach, you know, take a Epsom salt bath, or spend some time, you know, get some sea salt, put it in the bath, you know, cleanse yourself of any negative energy, or, you know, again, spend some time in nature, go to the beach. If the forest is your thing, go to the forest, you know, go to the park, go somewhere in nature. It says sometimes all you need to do is go outside, breathe the fresh air to remember who you are and where you want to be. Go to the park, spend some time outside for, you know, for example, reflection. You know, we can sometimes go, you know, a little stir crazy when we are, for example, in the house all the time, because, you know, by doing that, we go through kind of the same routine sometimes. And, you know, when we're at home a lot, it can cause us to kind of think about what is going on, you know, in our heads a lot. But it's a good idea to break up whatever energy you may be experiencing. So if you've been indoors a lot, or if you've been, you know, focusing on what's going on a lot, maybe even at work or anything like that, it could be a good idea to, again, go out in nature, you know, go run, go walk, go feel the breeze and the wind on your face, go feel the water, you know, do something like that in order to connect with the elements of nature and, you know, kind of distance yourself in that moment from any challenges that you may be experiencing. And it's also a good way to cleanse yourself, especially if you go into, you know, some salt water, take a dip in the ocean. That will cleanse negative energy from you. And then we have a pilgrimage. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. So you are on a journey to your own greatness. You are evolving, moving forward into your own greatness. Don't look at how far you, don't look at, you know, the future. Look at how far you've come. That's what I'm thinking of. That was coming through to my inner ear. Look at how far you have come, you know, and life is about the journey in general. So you're on a journey to your own greatness. Look at how far you've come. You are moving forward into your own greatness, Pisces. Your soul is longing to find the way. So your soul is ready to find the way. Your soul desires to find the way, and you're being divinely guided. You know, divinely guided steps are taking you towards a successful outcome. You know, this is a time of big and blessed change for you, as God is supporting you each step of the way. So your soul is longing to find the way, and God, universe, spirit, your higher power is guiding you each step of the way. So that's very, very wonderful energy. That those are blessings available to you, and only you can choose your path. Only you know what you want to do. Only you know what makes you happy. Only you know how you find fulfillment. Only you know what makes your heart sing with joy. So, you know, nobody knows how you feel except for you, you know. So move forward into happiness, fulfillment. What speaks to your heart? What makes your heart sing? What makes your soul happy? Alrighty, so Pisces, I'll go ahead and read your postcard from Spirit, and this will wrap up your reading. So this card says, Dear you. So dear Pisces, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, as long as it's not used for deception and to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results. Let go of your fears, just as we spoke about, and allow the truth to empower you and others. You have power. Allow the truth to empower others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it. Again, you have the power, you know, go for it. Again, go for it. You want to put this in the upright, go for it. You know, you're on this journey. So whatever it is that you want, go for it, and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. And that's something that we spoke about in the very beginning of the reading, the very beginning of the first reading. So especially with yourself, you'll be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create. You'll tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing, Pisces? And the results? Miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Alrighty, my lovely, lovely Pisces friends. So those are all the messages that I have for you regarding your love and romantic relationships for your June 2018 reading. Again, if you have not seen part 1 to this reading, go ahead and check that out. The link will be in the description box below. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching this reading. Please thumbs up and like this video if the messages resonate with you. Please comment, please share, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, PowerLifeHypnosis.com. Contact me at any time through the Instant Go app. You can text me, you can call me, we can video chat, and the link for that is in the description box below, as well as a link to my website. You can also book a future partner reading with me, as well as a 10, 20, or 30-minute reading with me directly through the description box below now, so you can go ahead and check that out. Again, I love you all so much, and I look very forward to seeing you here very, very soon. Alrighty, my fellow water signs, my Pisces, I love you all, and mwah, see you guys soon. Bye.